G'day guys, welcome back to SuperCoach with DR and welcome to the Round 8 NBL SuperCoach review. Par everywhere. Par. Now, look, par's better than absolutely getting down in the dumps with your ranking. I've finally seen a green arrow here, so I reckon it's the first time in a month it feels like I've actually seen a green arrow, so up 191 spots. But when I talk about a par week for me, look at my round rank, 2,086, my season rank, 2,094, top 11% for the round, top 11% overall. It's not where I want to be. At least I'm keeping consistent for the time being anyway. But the goal for me has always been to try to get within the top 1,000. And I thought just last week, the week before, that there's no way I'm ever going to get close to it. But having a look at the rankings, I reckon, and correct me if I'm wrong, about 100 points away from the top 1,000. So that's the goal. And when you think about it, we're not even halfway through the season yet. I'm hoping that's achievable. What is it? About 10 points a week. So I reckon I can do it. So I'm not throwing in the towel. I don't really throw in the towel with any sort of super coach, but really did feel like it in the last, 3 to 4 weeks anyway. Just had this black cloud has been saying following me. For example, Rob Lowe, I've been holding. I'll get rid of the bugger. Just looks like MJ this week, but it is what it is, all part of the game. But total score 2,905. The team value 2,688,800. Again, I just think it's par. So I've seen teams, like 2.9, getting close to the 3. Other teams that are maybe 300K below me. So I think I'm just sitting somewhere in the middle for now. So as I said, goal top 1,000, 100 points to make up for now. Hopefully I can get there soon. But I think we'll leave that for the intro, guys. Let's see how the team's looking and we'll make some quick trades. Now, before we get into this, I completely forgot to mention Lisa had a very, very solid week. So this is actually her team. Look at that round rank. Second for the week. She lost by 6 points to someone that had like Chris Goulding. I think it might have been low on field. It was just ridiculous. But she didn't even mean to set up or anything for this week. She doesn't have a great idea about what she's doing, I must be honest. But had White as captain, Doolittle the VC, Pinder, Sobey, Doyle, who was looking fantastic that first game. Den came back in that second game, then Henschel, Lowe on the bench. All she needed was Lowe for Pinder, but as if you're going to do that. Webster and Pepper. So a big week from her. Almost climbed Everest for the week. I've never got a round rank inside the top 5 myself. So very, very jealous, but thought I'd better give her a quick shout out before I get into my team. All right, quickly onto my team now. Matty Hurt, very, very disappointing over this 3-week stretch. 44 on the double, certainly not what we want. I think he has to be traded this week. So his double run is now over, an average of 22 over that double. Just not good enough. But I know a lot of people had him. Jack White, who even got injured halfway through that second game, even managed to put, close to 20 points on him. So a little bit disappointing from Hurt, but see you later, I think, this week, son. Doolittle brought in last week, so the week before this. 60, it's okay. You always want a little bit more. You want to push that 150 mark if you can, don't you? But 60 points is okay. Very popular captain. Just lost out over Jack White. Sobey was probably the man that I think you wanted this week, but a very easy hold for the next few weeks. And most likely my captain coming into this week. Lopez is a bloke I brought in last week just for that cash grab, knowing that I've got the single this week and then coming on to, I think it's 4 doubles in a row. So nice cash grab there. May even let him go during the doubles if he's made his money, and we'll just sort of see how he goes with his form there. But yeah, good trading with Lopez for the week. Good cash grab. Henschel with a 43. I think the first game was looking really good early on, then slowed up a little bit. So I know a few people that had him on field, but to have a 43 on your bench, that's super handy. And it was obviously the right decision there with Hurt just outscoring by the point, but you're not going to put Henschel on field over Hurt any day, I don't think. Pinder, a bit of a comeback in that second game, which was nice. But yeah, non-starter, that was a little bit interesting for me. Almanza got the start over him, which was pretty unexpected. And don't think he was happy at times being benched during this game. Looked a little bit unhappy from some of the coverage I've seen. But 56 is below par, but he can be a little bit hit and miss, Pinder, can't he? But look, we'll take that 53 from him. That's all good. Menenga was another cash grab for me. Or not cash grab, already owned him, but kept on to him. 16, not fantastic, but made a bit of coin. I think it's, we'll take a look at his break even in a sec, but he'll continue to make money. Kept on to PJC. I was going to trade him out, but knowing that New Zealand have some doubles coming up, I'll hold him for one more week, I think, and then just enjoy the next 4 after that. Webster, I actually really like the look of Webster this week. He's just so quick to the bucket. When he's got it in his hands, he just looks at that quick drive, really good with his assists as well. Shooting be a little bit off and on, but overall, a bit of a comeback week from him. Lost money, but with his lower break even this week, fingers crossed he'll start to make some money again for us. Hickey, very surprised with this. Cal was back, which meant that his minutes completely went down. 10 points. So again, still made some cash, but when we take a look at the break evens, I think he may have done his job, which is disappointing because I was hoping to just keep on to him for this week and then actually field him for Illawarra's double. But given the fact his minutes are down, scoring potential goes out the window, yeah, he might be one we just need to move on. And wasn't this surprising? I was even thinking of trading out Glover. Thought, nah, he's probably done his job here. But 59, almost a 60. Like, put Matt Hurt to shame. Put every one of my on-field options to shame, apart from Doolittle, who only beat him by a point. So, phenomenal week from Glover. I've got a little bit lucky, I think, holding the Hickey, holding the Glover types when others trade them out. Even the same as Sam Menenga as well. No, fair few that traded them out. So, that's worked out well cash-wise for me. And Glover, yeah, fantastic. He'll make a lot of money in the next week or two as well. All right, so we're not trading out any Perth guys. 59 for break even, very achievable, I think, from Doolittle. Pins up, break even of 49, again achievable. 28 from Webster, so pretty good. I think you should make some money. 32 from Henschel, so these are all very achievable. Not that you're going to trade them out anyway. PJC, I'm going to hold on to. Same as Menenga, a break even of 1, really low there. -3 for Lopez, you're certainly holding there. Then you come to her, 47 for a break even. Remember, this is a single though. A very obvious trade out, I think, is Matt Hurt. And then look at Hickey. His is 40 on a single. And we know what happened when Cal came back to the side last week. Glover's got a break even of -12. So as I said, pretty good money maker, hopefully for the next couple of weeks anyway. Then you probably look to move him on. So it's really obvious who you got to trade out, I think. And that's Hickey and Hurt. So who do you look to bring in? Well, there's only 2 teams on the double this week. And that's obviously Perth as well as Brisbane. Now, Brisbane have the double, single, and then a flurry of doubles. So if you bring in 2 Brisbane players, you ideally want to at least hold one of them just through that single, and then you can enjoy their nice run of doubles. We've got a few options here. I'm just going to straight filter down to, actually, before I do that, maybe let's just take a quick look at the break-even game very, very quickly. So Glover, fantastic, got him. McCoy, yeah, geez, would love to have him. This is so frustrating, Rob Lowe. As I said, held him. Really stunk it up. I think it was like a pair of 9s in the last double I had him for, and then just goes absolutely off tap. Would not believe this. I'm absolutely spewing on Rob Lowe. Goulding as well, like the bloke that actually beat Lease, 6 points she lost the weekly by, had Goulding, and I think low on field. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so unlucky there. Not going to go Higgins, Bairstow, but still for potential, it's not that low. Lopez I've got, Menenga I've got. Fox. Yeah, so there's no one really here that's really screaming out. So I'm not even going to worry about the break-even game. So Doolittle, Pinder, I've got. Cook's a really obvious one in that guard spot, I think. I'm just going to get him straight in there for now. You don't really need to think too much about that. All right, Prather, Windler, Bannon. Okay, so Prather, Bannon. Almanza. Will he be starting again? No, I think I'm just going to pass him. Withers, no. Harris, no. Wagstaff, no. Bairstow. All right, so... Oh, and then you've got Harrison. Shit, 72 for break even. He's capable. 18 last week. So if you look here, so you've got your 13 round 1, poor old Verns. Oh, I feel sorry for the great man. Much love, buddy, if you're watching. 13, 18, and then apart from that, it's 28 plus 42, 43, 30, 37. So he's capable of getting around the mark, but then you have him for that single at 327. I might actually pass on him for this week. I thought he'd be a bloke that I'd be looking to get in. If I do 89K, okay. I think what I'm probably more interested in doing, to be quite honest, is looking at your Prather or your Bannon. Prather's gone a little bit cold, it says here. So break even of 29 over a double, that's really nice. Yeah, so it's his 3-week stretch here, 5, 6, 7. New Zealand, Tassie, Cairns, 2014, 14. Apart from that, it's all been 17. Yeah, I like that break even and the price at 213. I've got 417 there. Bannon. Okay, so his break even's a lot higher. Say a lot. It's probably a little bit more consistent, isn't he? 26, 28, 30, 32. So that's not a huge range there. So 19. So he's gone your 19 to 32. So that's a pretty consistent range. We're not really seeing a ceiling here, though, are we? So 32 being the highest score. You double that to a 64. Well, best case scenario going off this year's data. Yeah. I reckon he'd be probably the pod pick, wouldn't he? Over Prather. But do you know what I'd really like? I'd actually really like Prather up here so that I could do that DPP with Benny Henschel. But I think for now, they're the most obvious trades for me. Another thing we've got to think about as well. So we've got next week, we've got Sydney on the double. That's just the one double, I'm pretty sure. Then we've got New Zealand coming on their nice run. Perth obviously continuing for another 2 weeks, I think it is, after that. And then you've got Illawarra just for the one single. For the one double, then they'll have the single after that. So looking to next week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already have 7 doubles with these New Zealand guys. I'll have 203,000. And one thing we also really need to keep in mind as well with this fixture is Adelaide. Jeez, 453. So that's crazy. That's nuts. All right, 46 on a single, but geez, look at that. It's crazy. So he's pretty much going to be, Montrose, a must-have for Adelaide's double runs. He's going to be a must-have. At 453, and he can hit this break even this week. Kendrick at 401. So look at that, 45 and 48 respectively last week. This is going to be a mission. Yeah, look at that, 51, 48, 43, 41, 45. Now, lots of people had him as captain for this round 3 double. Man, and then apart from that 17, he's going 29 plus, basically 30 or more each week. So you really need to plan for these guys. 203, it's a lot to have in the bank. It is a lot to have in the bank. But I think you need to prepare for this. Next week, I may even, just for a weekly own, as a pod, maybe go your Cooks and then a straight trade out again. So maybe just a week loan there. He'll be at a much nicer price for potential. Then I'd keep, well, either Cook or Prather there. And then you could even go, if you wanted to, a Mooney and just go your Mooney PJC with Webster benched, potentially. I also want Harrison here by that time as well. in a couple of weeks. I don't need him this week. I don't think it'd be nice, but with that break even, I think I'm probably going to hold off and just bank as much coin as I can. So I've got options in the next month, let's just say, particularly preparing for those Adelaide guys. That's very scary, the thought of that. All right, so 203K left in the bank. And this week, all my on-fields have the double, so that's good. So, oh, sorry, I'll just actually, Webster PJC. I'm going to go Webster on the double, go with Webby. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 6. So all on fields have the double, Henschel. And then next week, I'm looking really good. So already 7 planned for next week. You could get that to 9, or you could even go a bit of an early prep on someone from Adelaide. You could get your cooks in for a week, as I said. You could go a real pod like a Cal. I'd love a Froling, for example, maybe just for a week. So he could be another option, just if I want to go an ultra pod, just a quick in, quick out. I'll check out all the break evens and all that sort of jazz. But I think that's probably how I'm going to run for this week. Doolittle, I'm just going to continue having the captaincy on. Prather, just no. Pinder, no. Webster, no. Cook, I probably just don't have the confidence. I've got the most confidence in Doolittle, so I think he's a pretty easy captaincy for me this week. So I think I'll leave you there, guys. That is it for now. I'm hoping that I can see a green arrow. I don't know what other teams will be set up like this week, whether or not they'll have maybe an extra pepper there. Could have your Rocco there already if someone's gone early, or if you already just kept on to a Prather, you could have the luxury of getting another couple of Brisbane guys in, maybe a Perth guy that you've missed out on. But I think for me, if I can just hold rank potentially for this week, I think I'm looking okay after that. So if I can go okayish this week, just par where I'm at, hold rank, hopefully from next week, I can make a little bit of a dent in the overall ranks. That's the plan anyway. Will it go to plan? Most likely not. So thanks again for watching, guys. All the best. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.